Welcome students to my channel once again. In this video I have brought this sum for you all. So look at the sum. If alpha and beta are different complex numbers with mod of beta is equal to 1, mod of beta is equal to 1, then find mod of beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha conjugate into beta. Okay. If alpha and beta are different complex numbers with mod of beta is equal to 1, then we have to find the value of this. Mod of beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha conjugate into beta. Clear? So look at the solution. Okay. So you have to find the value of this. Okay. Acha, beta minus alpha 1 minus alpha conjugate beta, mod of this square. Okay, mod of this square will be beta minus alpha 1 minus alpha conjugate beta into beta minus alpha 1 minus alpha conjugate beta whole conjugate. Okay, mod of this square will be this into this conjugate. Okay, I hope you know this, that mod of z square is equal to z into z conjugate. Okay, we have applied this formula only. So mod of this square will be this one into beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha conjugate beta whole conjugate. Okay, like this formula, mod of z square is equal to z into z conjugate. Okay. Okay, so we have used this. Okay. Acha, so this will be beta minus alpha 1 minus alpha conjugate beta into this will be beta minus alpha conjugate, beta minus alpha whole conjugate by 1 minus alpha conjugate beta whole conjugate. Okay, like you know, z1 by z2, if this is whole conjugate, z1 by z2 whole conjugate is equal to z1 conjugate by z2 conjugate. Okay, z1 by z2 whole conjugate will be z1 conjugate by z2 conjugate. Similarly, beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha conjugate beta whole conjugate will be beta minus alpha conjugate by 1 minus alpha conjugate into beta this conjugate. Okay, clear? Okay, we have used this formula. Okay, so this will be beta minus alpha 1 minus alpha conjugate beta. Okay, and this will be beta conjugate minus alpha conjugate, and it will be 1 minus alpha conjugate into conjugate, so it will be alpha and beta conjugate. Okay. Okay, so this will be beta minus alpha into beta conjugate minus alpha conjugate by 1 minus alpha conjugate beta into 1 minus alpha beta conjugate. Clear? Okay. So this will be beta into beta conjugate minus beta into alpha conjugate, beta into alpha conjugate minus alpha into beta conjugate plus alpha into alpha conjugate. Okay, and this will be 1 minus alpha beta conjugate minus alpha conjugate beta plus alpha conjugate beta into alpha beta conjugate. Okay, okay, acha, beta into beta conjugate can be written as mod of beta square. Okay, beta into beta conjugate can be written as mod of beta square minus beta alpha conjugate minus alpha beta conjugate plus alpha into alpha conjugate can be written as mod of alpha square. Clear? Acha, 1 minus alpha beta conjugate minus alpha conjugate beta plus alpha conjugate into alpha, alpha conjugate into alpha, like this one, alpha into alpha conjugate can be written as, acha, let me write it first, alpha into alpha conjugate into beta into beta conjugate. Okay, this alpha into alpha conjugate into beta conjugate. Okay, acha, so this will be, acha, mod of beta is equal to 1. In question only it has been given, so mod of beta square will be 1, 1 square will be 1. Okay, mod of beta is 1, so 1 square will be 1, 1 square is 1, we all know, minus beta alpha conjugate minus alpha beta conjugate plus mod of alpha square, mod of alpha square. Okay, and here in the denominator 1 minus alpha beta conjugate minus alpha conjugate beta plus alpha into alpha conjugate can be written as alpha square, mod of alpha square into mod of beta square. Okay, okay, so now it is 1 minus beta alpha conjugate minus alpha beta conjugate plus mod of alpha square, 1 minus alpha beta conjugate minus alpha conjugate beta plus mod of alpha square, and mod of beta, mod of alpha square, mod of alpha square. Acha, mod of beta square means mod of beta is 1, so 1 square will be 1, so no need to write it that. Okay, so now you see the numerator and the denominator is all same, 1 minus beta alpha conjugate, that means alpha conjugate beta, minus alpha beta conjugate, that means alpha beta conjugate, plus alpha square plus alpha square. Okay, so numerator and the denominator is same, so this will cancel each other. Okay, so finally we are trying to find this beta minus alpha, mod of beta minus alpha 1 minus alpha conjugate beta square is equal to 1. Okay, these are cancelled, that means it is equal to 1. Now we will square root both sides. Square root both sides. After square root both sides, what will get? Beta minus alpha 1 minus alpha conjugate beta is equal to 1. If we square root both sides, it will be remain 1 only. Okay, So what is the find? We have to find the value of beta minus alpha by 1 minus alpha conjugate beta. So beta minus alpha 1 minus alpha conjugate beta is 1, and this is the answer. 1 is the answer. Clear? Thank you.